Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We've got a good show today.
Great organization.
Great organization. Yes. With us to start the week. Julie Wesling. She is from the Wildflower Clinic.
Yes.
She is a volunteer and outreach coordinator out there. They're doing a lot for a lot of folks here in St. Johns County, and they got a lot going on.
They've got a lot going on. A very special event coming up, too, that we're going to talk about. I'm very excited to jump in this.
So we will talk to Julie here in just a couple of minutes. Of course, we've got some events. We've got your horoscopes, and these are particularly horrible today.
Great. On this day?
Yeah.
They're already going through enough.
Well, I asked the stars to be extra mean today.
Great. This is just nice.
Yeah,
perfect.
We need them to step up their meanness. So that's what these stars have done for you. Not me.
Oh, of course not.
Astrological things.
But you stoked the fire. That's what you're driving here. Yeah.
I didn't stoke the fire.
You asked them to be meaner.
It was always burning. Stupid. All right. I can't remember any more of the lyrics.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. From there, we go into Bozard, Ford, Lincoln. That's Amara. Bozard, right. That's none of us. There we go. Hey, Bozard, Ford, Lincoln. Doing great this afternoon. Bozard, Ford, Lincoln, celebrating 75 years in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. Bozard, Ford, Lincoln is here for you. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their parts and accessory shop that'll blow your mind. Make sure you grab a signature burger out there at Ford's Garage while you're there. They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire. And over 300 companies and organizations trust the Bailey Group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to carefully craft a benefits program that supports and reflects their vision. Look, getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan does not have to be complicated, Davey. It is with some companies, definitely is, but not with the Bailey Group.
Right.
You're going to work with a local insurance advisor, which you don't know how important that is until you go in there and do it, and find just the right insurance coverage for your specific needs and your budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple. No added costs, no extra fees. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. See the difference in working local. I mean, it really is a big difference. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. And of course, our friends at Amara Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Amara, you're jumping the gun here, Davey. Is your answer? Yeah, maybe I'm just a little behind. I don't know.
I'll wait for you.
From luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetics. Jeez, okay. Experts will personalize. I had that coming. They'll personalize a plan just for you. Enhance your natural beauty with Botox, dermal fillers, or laser treatments. Experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Amara Med Spa, 2100 A South, Suite 2. Book your appointment today at the Amara Med Spa and embrace the ultimate spa experience. All right. We'll get back into this. It's for 3 days off.
I know. We always had to take a day to get warm up here. Jeez. Here we go.
We're good at our jobs. Somebody who's better at her job than we are at ours.
That's right.
Julie Wesling joins us in studio. Julie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
We're holding on.
We've been better. So you are the volunteer and outreach coordinator with the Wildflower Clinic. For people who may not know, please educate them on what the Wildflower Clinic is, how long you guys have been around, what you guys do.
Well, we're more than a clinic. So we rebranded a few years ago as Wildflower Healthcare.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But we are the free and charitable clinic for St. Johns County.
Okay.
So we offer free medical and dental services to adults who live in St. Johns County and live at or under 200% of the federal poverty level and don't have insurance or don't have enough insurance to cover their needs.
Wow.
Okay.
How many people are we looking at a year?
Oh my gosh. I don't have those numbers at my fingertips, but It's probably close to 80 a week or something.
Wow. So it's a big resource.
It's a big resource.
A lot of people getting helped. And so how do you guys, as a free clinic, how do you guys stay in operation? What do you depend on? Donations from the community, fundraisers?
We do have fundraisers.
Okay.
We get a lot of grants. We get government grants and we get corporate grants and any grants we can get our hands on. And then there are big donations and small donations. Everything is welcome, of course, and fundraisers and special events, yes.
And you got a fundraiser special event coming up this month,
right? At the end of the month, January 27th.
Okay.
We're having an oyster roast at the Jennings Fish Camp.
Ooh,
and it couldn't be easier. It's $25 if you buy your ticket in advance, which, a fundraiser for $25.
I know, that's unheard of. That's great.
So you just buy your ticket and come and enjoy the oysters and some side dishes. There will be beverages available for purchase.
Cool.
Including beer and wine for anyone who desires that. And then after we pay expenses, all of the proceeds go to fund the programs at Wildflower.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that space
so it's
too.
delicious and low calorie and easy.
Hey, you always got to point out the low calorie these days, right? Yeah, yeah. We're all taking that seriously for another month. Right. Or some of us have stopped taking that seriously. But
don't give up.
Well, we're here to help.
That's cool.
So does that go to any specific program, those proceeds rates, or does that just overall?
Yeah, those funds will just go in a general fund.
Okay.
I mean, if people make a donation, they can always specify if they want it to go toward a specific program, but generally it just goes all in one pot and we use it as well as we can. I mean, we do a lot with a little.
Okay.
So going back to when you guys rebranded from clinic to healthcare, I'm assuming that it was more of like a continuum of care, right? It was more of like looking at the holistic approach of everyone's actual well-being. What does that look like for a patient? Like if I just needed dental services, could I just go for dental services?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So we offer in our clinic, we have medical and dental, and we have vision screenings once a month. And then we also have some specialists who come in and do work for us. So we have, for example, a cardiologist who comes in once a month. We have a women's clinic once a month. We have orthopedic specialists who come in, mental health clinic once a month. And so people can come in for some specialty care. But beyond that, if we can't get them to come into our clinic, so we have partners throughout the community who will see patients pro bono in their space.
Oh, cool.
So it's beyond our walls. And then we also, as outreach coordinator, I work with community partners and we set up health screenings at different locations throughout town. So we have nurses, for example, who regularly go to some of our partners in the community. And we also partner with UF Health, St. John's. They have a bus with exam rooms on the bus.
Cool.
So that we'll take doctor's appointments out to the people. Because a lot of our patients do have transportation challenges.
Yeah.
So we'll go to different locations. We're somewhere every week.
Right.
And with the nurses, we're somewhere almost every day.
Yeah, I would imagine. And you guys have a new prenatal clinic.
We do. We're very excited. We haven't been able to offer this in the past, but we have a new OBGYN. He's retired, Dr. Charles Tatum.
Oh, cool.
And he's coming in every Wednesday morning to see patients who are eligible for his services. And so they'll be able to get prenatal care because prior to this, really the only access our patients had was to go to the ER.
Yeah.
Which is not great, and it's not ongoing.
And it's expensive.
And there's a trust factor there too that's missing in the ER, especially in like the West King neighborhood, where this kind of opens up that trust factor of being able to get the prenatal care. That's amazing. And
that's another reason why we do so many community events too, is to build that trust in those relationships.
Now, is it just like partial care? Like, can you really is it the whole route of the pregnancy that they're actually like together with the doctor?
Well, we have a wonderful relationship with UF Health, St. John's. So they'll do ultrasounds for us, and lab work. And so
this is incredible.
What it is mainly in our space is the exams and the consultations and referral for any services that we can't provide.
Okay. I like that. Kind of pointing them in the right direction.
Exactly. But we do as much as we can in-house, and then we have wonderful partners that we can work with as well.
What does eligibility look like for those services?
Well, for everybody, it's just
is it all same kind of umbrella?
It is.
Okay.
There may be, in some cases, if it's a high-risk pregnancy, we may not be able to handle that. But then we would try to find another partner, help them get the insurance they need. to get that kind of care.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you can still try to find solutions, even though if it doesn't fall into your... Because you guys have to follow guidelines of different grants that are coming in too, right? You can't just break the ceiling. Right. I got it.
Right.
Makes sense.
We'd love to.
Yeah, I know.
Break all the rules, but we can't.
And kind of speaking of the new stuff you guys got going on, hearing screenings, is this new as well?
That's new as well. So we've had vision screenings for a while. And if someone, it's a pretty basic screening. And then if someone is obviously struggling to see well, we can refer them to someone who's in the network to do the more thorough vision testing and help them get free eyeglasses. But the hearing we haven't been able to do until just recently. We were able to partner with Dr. Ashley Mitchell. She's a doctor of audiology, and she has her clinic, the First Coast Hearing Clinic here in town. And so she can't do the hearing screening in our office because the equipment is sensitive and it has to be really quiet, which if you've been to our clinic, it's not very quiet because it's so busy. So she'll do this hearing screening at her clinic. Okay. And then if someone needs it and they're eligible, she can help them get free hearing aids, which hearing aids are astronomically expensive. I mean,
Are they?
It's been a barrier for a lot of people. So this is very exciting.
How do you guys find these professionals that are so benevolent to be able to do these services?
I know. We are really blessed with wonderful volunteers.
That's incredible.
So part of it is us getting out in the community and going to community meetings and community events and building that trust. And sometimes they find us because they want to give back.
Now, is it only one doctor per specification?
No. Okay. Everyone's welcome. I mean, doctors get to say how many patients they're willing to see per month or per quarter. Okay. And so the more the merrier.
That's really awesome.
Because if you could only see one person per quarter, that's...
it's something.
That helps us achieve our mission.
Fantastic.
And you got a great new medical director as well,
right? We do. We're very excited to welcome Dr. Jeremy Caudill.
Oh, yeah.
He's a general surgery specialist at UF Health St. John's. And he's coming on board as our new medical director.
Okay, and he's been volunteering with you guys for a couple of years now, right?
He's been volunteering, filling in.
So he's familiar with what you guys do, the system,
that's
and
nice.
That's great.
And he's got great connections in the community as well.
So he kind of oversees everybody that comes in, just sort of like generally looks over, because there's an assessment that goes on, and then I'm assuming he signs off on the assessment. What is his role?
Well, he oversees the medical side of the clinic. So if we had a new offering, we could run it past him. If there's a volunteer who is, let's say, a physician assistant, and they need to work under a physician's license, he would probably interview that person and sign off on that. And sometimes I have medical students, for example. This is just an example. Who want to give we also do health education. So we'll go out into different sites around town and give talks to educate people about health. So let's say it wasn't an established doctor or a nurse, but maybe a medical student or a layperson. Say, hey, Dr. Caudill, what do you think about this? Just make sure it's consistent with the message that we want to give to the community.
Absolutely. But that's a great piece of education nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really do touch a lot of people.
Yeah, I love this.
And so much new stuff.
I know,
going
and
on with you guys.
EW
It's
all
so
over this.
exciting. Yeah, I love it. New dental equipment as well. State-of-the-art dental upgrades, right?
Yes, we're beneficiaries of wonderful donations. So the St. John's County Health Department recently closed down their dental program. Okay. And they had all this equipment that needed a home. So we got new chairs and we got a new panoramic x-ray machine.
Nice.
It's like $100,000 piece of equipment.
It's very important, yes.
Yes. And the new sterilization equipment and all the tools and all the stuff.
That's
so that
awesome.
was a huge donation.
That is
really
gigantic.
Awesome.
That's going to help so many people in St. John's County.
So now because sometimes when people hear free clinic, they think, ooh, it might be a little sketchy.
Sure.
But our clinic is super nice. It's clean and it's comfortable and everyone's very professional. But now you can see wow, the equipment is it's almost brand new.
That's got to feel great.
Level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a wait list, say, for dental services? Or
there is a wait list for dental, unfortunately. There's so much need. Yeah. And we just do the best we can to get everybody in as quickly as we can. So we just tell people, call, get on the wait list. And the sooner you get on the list, the sooner we can get you in.
I know a lot of people were kind of nervous about that wait list, but I do know success stories of like, hey, we've had a couple cancellations and you've moved up further.
Right.
So yeah, that is a pretty cool like light because this is such a major resource. Talk about like what kind of services as far as like the dental, like do you guys do like root canals and cleanings and all of that, just like a dentist's office?
We can't do everything.
Okay.
We do basically what a person needs to sustain life.
Okay.
So you got to be able to chew, you got to be able to eat. So it starts with an exam. We do exams. We'll do fillings. We'll do extractions. And we do cleanings. We have a hygienist. And then usually we can get some funding together to help people with dentures.
Okay. That's awesome.
It's huge.
Fancy stuff, cosmetic stuff, we don't have the capability.
Right. But what do you see for the future of Wildflower Clinic? Do you see like bigger facility? What's like a name it and claim it moment?
Well, we do. There's some talk sometimes about expanding the actual building, but the more you expand and the more staff you need, like it's easier to get funding for services than it is to get funding for salaries and overhead. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to grow and add more and more and more. Of course, we want to be out in the community as much as we can. And if anybody had a need, say, hey, I'd like you to come give a talk at our facility, or we'd like to look at having outreach services, have a nurse come to this site. Of course, we would look at that and try to grow that with more volunteer help. I guess the sky's the limit. We are talking to the city is opening a new drop-in shelter for people experiencing homelessness. I'm sure you guys have talked about that. So we're going to try to provide some outreach services on site there.
That's cool. That's nice because I think that's what on State Road 16. I think is where they're.
No, not that one. The one it's going to be on South Dixie Highway at 207.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. And volunteers. You guys always need volunteers,
yes,
right?
We do.
How can people get with you guys and volunteer and be part of the team?
They can go on our website, which is wildflowerhealthcare.org. They can call me directly or email me. My email address is volunteer, the word volunteer, at wildflowerhealthcare.org.
Okay.
We need all kinds of volunteers. Right now, we really need the medical personnel, doctors, dentists, dental hygienists, nurses. But whatever people, want to contribute, we'll try to find some work for them to help us out.
I'm sure.
We do a lot of community events where we'll just go out and set up a table at an event and talk about wildflower services.
I saw you were at the last two events. You were at Jimmy Jam and then you were at the Santa's on the Loose, and you had like a first aid table.
We do first aid table,
which is so nice because you have a nurse there. That's a really cool feature to have at an event.
And a lot of events have to have that first aid table.
Yeah, it's a nice service that we can provide.
And a great exposure nonetheless for the, that is really cool. So do you need volunteers for the oyster roast coming up?
Well, I think we might be good there.
Okay.
But I mean, certainly people can ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And show up and show out for the oyster roast.
Show up and enjoy some oysters.
Yes.
Very cool. Now, how do people best contact you guys if they need your services? Is it best to come into the office? Can they call, email, all that stuff?
They can call and ask for medical for sure. For dental, they need an appointment. For medical, we have appointments Monday through Thursday. And then we do have a walk-in clinic on Thursday afternoon and on Saturday morning. For medical, people can walk in without an appointment. But they still should probably call first and make sure they're eligible to be seen. We have to do that financial piece.
Perfect.
So the phone number is 904-829-1962. It's a very good year.
I will put that in comments for everybody.
829-1962. And just call and talk to somebody. We have a great staff, and they can pre-qualify them over the phone, make an appointment, or advise them about the walk-in clinics, put them on a wait list for dental.
That's awesome.
Make sure they get on a list for, the specialty clinic if they need. Well, it usually starts with an exam with our, regular provider, primary care, and then they'll make those referrals like, hey, we'll get you on the list to see the cardiologist the next time he's in, or whatever they need.
Yeah, it's that continuum of care, just kind of making sure that, it's like they get this like kind of calendar of services and what they can fall into. Awesome.
Yes.
And how do they, what's the process for figuring out if you're eligible? Like what documents should people expect to kind of provide initially up front?
The only thing that we ask is some proof of residency.
Okay.
So if they have a state issued ID, or if they don't have an ID yet because they just moved here or whatever, a letter from somebody that you're living with, or a utility bill or something that...
I was going to say light bill or something.
Yes.
Okay.
other than that, we help them fill out the paperwork. It's like going to any doctor. There's a lot of new patient paperwork.
Sure.
And then there's one page that's the financial statement about your income. It really is for the last 4 weeks.
And it can be intimidating, so it's nice to have an advocate there with you and helping you through it the whole time.
It's not judgment. It's not any of that. It's just like, hey, let us help you do this so we can help you. We want to help you.
The thing that really stands out about Wildflower is the compassion. And there really is no judgment. We see people wherever they are, whatever they need help with.
Yeah. I love that.
Like, we're not always seeing people on their best day.
Of course.
You can imagine if someone is struggling financially and then they start struggling with health concerns. We just try to help them with whatever.
I know Wildflower for years for people that are in the service industry that are just, they really need the support. They need the dental. They need the health. And a lot of these local businesses don't have that for their employees. They don't have group insurance. So this is a wonderful resource that we have. And I've known so many success stories from Wildflower.
Yes. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, thank you for what you do. Thank you for coming in today and just kind of dropping some knowledge on us.
Thank you so much for letting us share our good news and our upcoming events. And
keep me posted. Absolutely. I love it.
Julie Wesling, Wildflower Healthcare.
There it is.
There we go. See, we're all learning. We're all learning to be better.
Very good.
Thank you, Julie. We appreciate you. A lot of powerful stuff they're doing. Like you, Davey, I know a lot of people who take advantage of Wildflower, and it is their only option for things like this. I mean, it really, really is. And they love to see that they're upgrading equipment, and there's just always some new stuff going on.
So supporting them on that oyster roast, having dinner right there that night, it would be an awesome opportunity to keep those programs alive. Very, very cool.
Absolutely. Speaking of very, very cool, how about the Old Town Trolleys, where you can sit back and enjoy as Old Town Trolleys licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history and old world charm while experiencing unforgettable views on their open air trolleys. Guests can enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, which we all love so much, and the sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the fort, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. It's a 90-minute tour, roughly. It features about 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest here in town. Guests can also use their ticket all day for on and off board. And you want to hop off, you want to get some lunch, you want to get some drinks, and then hop right back on at the next train. You can do that. Also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach bus shuttle service.
Very nice.
A lot of perks, man. Visit our friends at Old Town Trolley. They're the green trains, and we love them a whole lot.
And we love All American Air. For over 45 years, they've been serving St. Augustine and its surrounding counties. Their areas of expertise include warranty and non-warranty service work on all makes and models of AC units. They have preventative maintenance service agreements and new construction installations. They also have equipment replacement with their high-efficiency systems. From the most efficient Lennox home systems to the iComfort Ultra Smart thermostat, All American Air has the latest and greatest in all of your HVAC products. We love them over there at All American Air. Give them a call. 904-461-0070.
And we love Bin 39 as well. Irving coming back on the show soon, I think, right?
Thursday.
All right. Good deal. They got some cool stuff going on. Always got some cool stuff going on.
We're going to learn all about the St. George Inn. I have no idea about it. And he's going to teach us the history. It's going to be a very cool show. Yeah.
That's, of course, the inn that he runs attached to the wine bar.
Right.
Man.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't even know that. So they are open 8 to 8 daily. You can stop by and really discover this local treasure and your new favorite wine. You're going to find your new favorite wine if you haven't already at Bin 39. Give them a call. See what's new. 904-827-5740. If they've got a tasting coming up, make sure you get on that list. You're going to have a great time out there. All right. You're not going to have a great time listening to horoscopes if you're an Aries, Taurus, or Gemini.
Great. Poor guys.
Let's roll some music, Clay. Get us in the zone for this here. Aries. Excuse me.
They're already choking.
Yeah, God is already like, you should probably not do this. Aries, today you might feel like conquering the world, but let's face it, you'll probably just end up conquering the couch with your unparalleled ability to binge watch TV.
Well, at least you're comfy.
There you go. Taurus. You're known for practicality, but today you'll find a new way to walk into every piece of furniture in your home.
Ouch!
It's your special way of redecorating. That's one way to do it.
Oh, that's painful.
Yep. Gemini, your dual nature means you'll agree with everyone today and then immediately disagree. That's going to be tough to deal with. It's a great day to argue with yourself and lose. Okay? There you go.
No.
Nobody's looking good today.
No, not good.
Nope. All right. Davey, what do you got?
Something better.
Okay.
Hey, Full Moon, Florida. It's the Uptown Block Party is happening January 25th from 5 to 9 p.m. This marks their third Uptown Block Party. Come out under the light of the full moon and rediscover the magic of San Marco Avenue. As always, you'll find delicious food, local brews, music, art, vintage, special events, and more. Keep your eyes peeled for details on hidden prizes.
Ooh.
And of course, art by our great Jenna Alexander Studio.
Hey,
we love Jenna.
love
yes.
it.
Full Moon, Florida. Check it out, January 25th.
All right, FMF.
Yes. Hey, there's a creative social hour coming up.
Okay.
So calling all creatives, the St. John's Cultural Council will invite all creatives, visual, literary, performing, and culinary, into the county for their monthly social hour at the Waterworks building. Each event will include a brief program that will educate, entertain, and provide opportunities for networking and collaboration. Please join them for the first creative social hour, Tuesday, February 13th, save the date, at 5 o'clock p.m. at the Waterworks Museum.
Oh, with as many creatives that are introverts, that's going to be an interesting one.
So
lots of people hanging out on the edges of the walls.
Right, but they're gonna teach you how to connect and network together.
Okay, they're going to teach you?
Yes.
You sure?
That's what it says here.
Okay.
Providing opportunities, networking, and collaboration.
Okay.
So there we go. Hey, there's a circus on ice coming to town.
What?
I know.
Where do we get ice and where do we get a circus for the ice?
Renee sent this over to me. She goes, "What is going on?" So, and this, guess where it's happening? Lewis Auditorium. I kid you not, sir. I kid you not.
They're putting ice in Lewis Auditorium?
This is called St. Augustine's Circus on Ice Magic Tour is coming to town.
It's going to be rollerblades and fake blades, right?
I don't know how. It says on ice.
Oof.
Maybe it's a special flooring. I don't know. This is happening January 20th.
They're just going to dump ice all over the floor and everybody's going to have to do their act
Dodge
on the ice.
Cubes, yeah. Florida version. So this is 4:30 and 7 o'clock p.m. on January 20th. You can get tickets at Circus on ice dash St. Augustine's, Augustine spelled wrong, at .event.
Stop.
I'll put it all in comments. It'll be
Davey.
nice. It says whoopsie doodle. Yeah, this is Lewis Auditorium. I just want to say, and tickets are only starting at $15, so you can't go wrong.
Okay. Woohoo.
Messy. I know, that was
That'll
messy,
be one to see.
on ice.
On ice. All right. Good deal. Hey, if you want to get all jazzed up before you go to see the circus on ice, you can do that at Panache.
Okay.
Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest.
Very nice.
I don't know why I feel like I need to illustrate this like I'm Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire doing hand signals back in the day.
Driving it home.
Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Actually, you didn't ask. I asked for you. They're carefully chosen and highly trained staff that's there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space. They are dedicated to guest comfort and devoted to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar. They're also proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices, and their high fashion aesthetic. Everything they do reflects the standards of an Aveda salon. Get posh and go to getpanache.com.
And the United Way of St. Johns County is a champion in our community. Together, they create opportunities, foster education, and improve the lives of those in need. From empowering children to succeed in school to providing vital resources to families in crisis, the United Way of St. Johns County is at the forefront of change by investing in education, health, and financial stability. They're building a stronger, more resilient community for all. It's amazing what happens when we live united.
Yes, it is. All right, sir, how are we getting out of here today?
All right, memes to help you better express how you're feeling today.
Oh, I need these.
This first one, when you watch a YouTube tutorial to do a maintenance on your car and now it won't turn on.
I don't mess with the car stuff. You can't these days. Cars are so
technical,
man.
Chips.
I'm not a computer wizard, so I can't mess with cars.
Whew, am I the only one, or is this iceberg really sexy?
Hey, I see you.
I'd hit that. It's the Titanic.
Oh, that's funny.
Very nice.
That's funny. That's
Speaking
great.
of Titanic, the next one. If you get a loan at a bank, you'll be paying it back for 30 years. If you rob a bank, you'll be out in 10. Follow me for more financial advice.
You got to bury that money somewhere, though.
Next up, I'm no geologist, but this is quite an interesting rock formation.
Why did I read that as gynecologist? Probably from the last one, huh? Probably because of that last picture. Okay.
Yeah. This, I'm no geologist. So the
geologist, rock
here.
formation,
Rock,
right?
Chris
yeah.
Rock, okay.
And the rock.
Thought that one was going to land.
Yeah.
Apparently not. Next one is Joe Coy wrote that one.
Oh, poor Joe. Boy, he did not do well.
No, Chelsea did amazing. Applied so hard and got so far, but in the end, I wasn't even higher.
Wow, and I sang that the whole time.
LinkedIn Park. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Next
I love
up,
it.
me being escorted out of the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
This is me every time I go to Ichiban.
Picky. Next up, God creates ocean. Humans, great, we won't be thirsty ever again. God, add salt to it.
Yep. That's great.
Next up, have you ever done a marathon? Like on Netflix?
Yeah, I'm a binge watching. I've got medals for binge watching.
Isn't that great? Next up, my back needs the. Oh, wouldn't that be so nice? If you got that?
Jeez, yeah.
That would feel good. And our last one today, when she asked me to take her somewhere expensive for dinner, I took her to the BP gas station.
That's right.
Yes.
Or the gate here, maybe.
Oh,
right?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
gas is going way up.
Way up.
Yeah.
Way up.
Yeah, something's going on overseas, just saying.
All right. All right, man. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you, Clay, for pressing all the buttons. Thank you guys out there for watching. See you later.
Bye, everybody.